Hey Rockhounds, welcome to part 2 of my 4-part series about my rock collection. If you missed part 1, check it out. Got some good stuff to share. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all my new subs, and I especially want to send a shout out to Rookie Rockhounding, who sent a bunch of his followers over to check out my content, and I've had great interaction and a lot of fun with you guys. So appreciate it. And Rookie, thank you. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out now. Subscribe. He's got great content. He does great hunts, finds all sorts of awesome materials, and shares lapidary tips and tricks. So get over there and give him a sub if you haven't heard of him already, which would be a miracle because he's one of the most popular channels on YouTube for rock hounding. But anyway, go check him out.
Fossils are classified as sedimentary materials as well because they are almost always found in sedimentary rocks like shale, sandstone, limestone, stuff like that. So this is a portion of my fossil collection. Over here on this side I have some coprolites. Coprolites are fossilized doo-doo. This one is most likely from a vegetarian dinosaur, like maybe a triceratops. Some of these are unidentified. I don't know exactly what species they come from, but these are coprolites. And when you cut them open, they actually, because they're silicified, you can polish them and turn them into bowls and flatware and cabochons and stuff. Ammonite is a gem quality collectible form of ammonite fossilization, and comes from a place in Canada and makes beautiful jewelry. Trilobites are certainly a favorite with most geologists and collectors of things. Who doesn't like trilobites? Look at that, like a roly-poly rolled up in a little ball. Some of these are from rocks in Pennsylvania. Gastropods, types of snails. This is a Calamites fossil in shale. It's related to the modern horsetail. And there's an outcrop on a highway where you can just get big pieces of this stuff. Sometimes you find ferns in it too. Ammonites. Look at the suture pattern on that. That's a stromatolite. It's fossilized algae mats. One of the earliest life forms ever found on Earth, stromatolites. There's an ammonite I found. Fossilized teeth. So there's some shark's tooth ridge fossil teeth. This is a Spinosaurus tooth. Horse tooth. This is a Coryphodon tooth. I found this myself on private property in the San Juan Basin. It was in 2 pieces and I had to glue it back together. This is a Coryphodon incisor. Really awesome. Pine cones can be fossilized. There's a polished piece of one. And here's a whole piece. Sea creatures. Belemnites. Pelecypods. Other types of clams. There's a crinoid stem. Another snail. This is a brachiopod. And this fossil is unique because it's been pyritized. So it has a surface incrustation of pyrite where the original fossil material started to be replaced with pyrite. Didn't get very deep into the fossils. I think in this case it's mostly just on the outside, but fossilized or pyritized fossils are pretty amazing and very collectible. There's a crinoid. This is probably one of the coolest fossils that I've ever found. It's a jasperized brachiopod, and the coolest thing about it is this little hole right here. That's a drill hole from a predatory species that drilled into the brachiopod shell and ate it. So when you look at fossils, sometimes you see a trace fossil on top of your fossil, and that just makes it really interesting and cool. Fossil sponge. There's another brachiopod. These are very common here in New Mexico. The Madera limestone outcrops all around the state. You can find marine fossils. Like most commonly, you'll find the brachiopods and crinoid stems and bryozoans. Here's a horn coral, jasperized horn coral. Fossilized whalebone. A gembone sphere. Dinosaur bone. Polished turritella slab. Great snails. This stuff makes great jewelry. This is a big ammonite from Texas. Another septarian nodule here in the corner. This is a imprint of a bivalve that I found in a concretion that I cut open, and some more obsidian. So this shelf has some cool fossils. There's some trilobites in the matrix. This is a dinosaur egg, duck-billed dinosaur egg from China. Parasaurolophus egg. So this is like a joint bone of some kind of dinosaur, and it is gem bone. Somebody slabbed the back of it, and you can see the cells of the bone that are actually filled with a red jasper. And here's a little polished corner so you can see. So this whole specimen is that solid gem bone material. I like big minerals, big specimens. So this is my largest garnet. It's from the Himalaya, and it weighs about 11 pounds. This is a giant crystal of blue tourmaline. It is not gem quality. It's just this huge, massive paperweight chunk. An interesting large nodule. This is a specimen of a stalactite. This is a nice big piece of lepidolite mica. It's a big agate. I believe this is from Uruguayan agate. They get pretty big. It's a big old ball of mahogany obsidian. Definitely love obsidian in all forms. This is fluorite from the very famous Blanchard mining district near Bingham, New Mexico. This fluorite is pretty world class. Now, I'm not saying that this specimen is, but this location has produced some amazing specimens. This is large. And it's interesting because anywhere where the fluorite gets exposed to sunlight, the fluorite turns white. And when there was mud caked on it that protected the fluorite from ultraviolet radiation, it retained its blue color. This fluorite gets its color through the F-center process. And this piece probably weighs about 100 pounds. And it has barite,
galena. These are all galena cubes. Barite. This is the limestone host rock. And there's fluorite. And the cool thing is it has this hole, this cavity in it. And there's galena cubes down in there. Big galena cubes on this side. And more fluorite. And my husband got this for me. We were in a mine, and the mine owner was kind enough to let our Geologic Society group go in and rockhound. And this was sitting on the mine floor, and my husband's like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "It's huge. It probably weighs 100 pounds." He's like, "Do you want it?" "Yeah." And he just picks it up and hauls it to the car as if it's nothing. This is another piece of Bingham fluorite. And these cubes are very large. Some of them have broken off. But you can see this cube was very big before it broke. Again, this is from the Blanchard Mining District near Bingham. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please stay tuned for the next part of the collection where I will be showing you my pyrite, quartz, copper minerals, evaporites, and other treasures. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.